Hi, I'm Irvin Petrowski with Mesa RV, and today we're going to teach you how to winterize your unit. So let's get started. In your water compartment here, the first thing we're going to do is drain the fresh water tank. And we want to drain all the holding tanks, so we want to add a little water to the gray to flush it out. To get the debris out of the black tank, we want to hook up a city water supply here to the tank flush. Make sure your black tank valve is open and flush out any debris that's in your tank. Make sure your sewer hose is hooked up to a approved city waste system. We don't want this running into the environment. While our tanks are draining here, we can locate the low point drains in your unit. Just so happens ours are right here. We want to open those to drain fresh water out of the internal plumbing. And then we want to move over to the water heater to drain the water that's in the water heater. First of all, make sure you don't have any water pressure on, whether it be your water pump or hooked to a city water supply. And then also make sure this unit is cool and it's not hot. The electrical supply for the electric heat for the water, we want to make sure we turn that off. And then we want to relieve the pressure in the tank. So you want to stand back. There will be a little pressure in here. You might get wet, but just want to relieve this pressure here. Let any air and excess water pressure out. And then we want to remove the anode. Just use that with a socket. We'll take this out, and we'll want to leave this out for the winterization process. And if you'll watch it, stand back, there'll be a little water coming out of here. Let that fully drain out. As this is draining, if you're getting a lot of sediment coming out, it'd be a good time to flush it all out to get as much of that sediment out from the hard water deposits as possible. While our water heater is draining out, I want to put this water heater on bypass, and that prevents the antifreeze or any water from going into the water heater. After we got the water heater on bypass, we want to go ahead and open up all our faucets inside and out and make sure all our water drains out. If you have a fresh water filter system, we want to take and make sure the water is out of here so this doesn't expand and turn into a big icicle for us. You want to remove your water filter, dump all that water out, probably discard this filter, and we'll put that back on. In order to get all the water out of our hose, we need to hook up an air compressor and blow some compressed air through this line until we have no water coming out, so that our hose doesn't freeze and break on us. Now that we've taken care of what we needed to outside, we'll go inside and check all the faucets in our toilet in here. So we moved on inside the motorhome, so we want to go to each faucet and open it up. We want to do that to each and every faucet you have in the bathrooms. Make sure you open up the faucets on the shower. Also, we want to make sure we get the toilet. This one happens to have a spray nozzle, so we want to open that spray nozzle and step on the valve to open up your water valve to let the gravity pull the water out of these lines as well. Also, your refrigerator. Some units have filters on the inside for fresh drinking water. This one happens to be located in the refrigerator. So we want to make sure we pull all these filters out as well. And also with the ice maker, you want to read the manufacturer's instructions on properly winterizing this residential refrigerator. And after the water's all drained out of the low point drains outside, we want to go back through and make sure we shut all our faucets, all our valves, so that we can begin the process of putting the antifreeze in the plumbing lines. At this point, we're ready to start putting some antifreeze in. So what we'll do is we're going to find the inlet side of the water pump, and that's the side with the screen filter on it. And we want to disconnect it. Most manufacturers give you a little siphoning hose for your winterization, and we want to hook that hose up to the inlet side of the pump. We'll place this tube down to the bottom so we're not sucking any air. At this point, we can turn our water pump on, and you see it's drawing the antifreeze up into the pump. And as soon as this pump shuts off, then we'll know that our lines are pressurized with the the antifreeze, and then we can begin opening up each faucet to make sure that we have antifreeze at each faucet. And we want to make sure that we have solid antifreeze running through each faucet. So we want to go inside and go to each faucet so we get the air to stop running out and have solid pink antifreeze running out of each faucet. Don't forget the toilet. We got to have pink antifreeze coming through the toilet water. You can see here we got pink coming through, so we know that there's no water in there. We got antifreeze all the way to the toilet. At this point we can disconnect our line from our antifreeze bottle and hook up the water pump back up. Well, that brings us to the end of our winterization process. So if you have any other appliances like an AquaHot or a household refrigerator, dishwasher, washing machine, we want to consult the manufacturer's recommendations on how to winterize those so we don't cause any damage. And if you're uncomfortable doing any of these processes, doing this winterization process, just call ahead, make an appointment at any one of our locations. In most cases, we can do this winterization process while you wait. Well, I hope this video helped you out. If you have any other questions, feel free to check us out on YouTube and watch for our other upcoming videos on tips and maintenance. And also, if you have questions, call one of our locations. And I guess that's it for now, and happy camping.